Hello students, this is Mr. Green. Today I'm going to show you Google Drive and introduce you to all of the wonderful free tools available on Google Drive. So by now you should have created your Gmail accounts. If not, go ahead and do that and you'll see at the top of your Gmail account you have access to all of these Google tools. There's YouTube, Google Maps, calendars, and of course right here the Drive. So click on your Drive, open it up, and here's where you'll begin to create your own documents, your own forms, your own presentations, and where you'll also see the shared documents that I've created for the class, and we'll all have access to these shared documents. So first of all, here's the main page, the home page in Google Drive. Over here on the left, the big Create button is where you'll find all of the great presentation tools, spreadsheet tools, forms, documents. So what we'll look at first. And of course, feel free to experiment with these in your own time and just, be creative. In my collection of documents and videos and folders and other information in my Drive, I have here the 12 Bar Blues composition document. And this is the shared document that we'll be using to write our own original 12 Bar Blues song. The document is going to be shared so that you all have access to it. I'm going to show you how I do that so you can start doing this type of work on your own. Once I have the document open, I go over here to the Share button, and currently it's already public on the web. But if I want to invite specific users to share and have access to actually be able to edit or change the document, I type in their email address, and I'm going to go ahead and send this to myself. Let's send it right to my own Gmail account. So you can see here that I can share the link to the actual document through any of these services, through Gmail, through my Google Plus account, Facebook, or Twitter, and provide other users with access to this document. This area shows me who currently has access to the document. You can see that I'm the owner. I created the document, and nobody else right now has specific access to it. It is viewable publicly on the web right now, which is fine. But I want to show you how we do the personal invitation to have access to the document. So I put my email address in down here. I'm going to notify you via email. I could add a little message like, "Hi, now you have access to this doc," and I click Share and Save, and I'm done. Let's go back into my Gmail account and see if the notification has gotten there, and there it is. And here's what these invitations look like. You see the little Google Doc icon that's specific to the type of Google tool, whether it's a document, a form, or some other type of Google tool. So we click on the 12 Bar Blues composition, and sure enough, there's the form. Now as a user of the shared document, I could go in and I could change this if I wanted to. I don't really want to change it right now. What you're going to do when you receive this is read through the directions carefully. A quick overview of what a 12 Bar Blues is, some of the specific elements in the actual form of the 12 blues. You can see that there are 2 phrases in each line. There are typically 3 lines in one verse or one 12-bar progression. And we're going to talk more about that in class, and you'll have some other examples available to you through our website as well. Here are some written examples, something I made, something that the legendary Robert Johnson wrote back in 1936, his famous Crossroad Blues. And then at the bottom, you have the opportunity to create your own 12-bar blues lyrics. One verse, but you're free to go ahead and create more if you like within your area. And you'll see that there are several templates set up here for all the students in the class. Your assignment is to, first of all, take a look at the example. You're going to type your name in beside student. And I've given you a couple of phrases, just the simple repetitive phrases in lines 1 and 2. The first of 2 phrases. I woke up this morning, and in my example, I put some toothpaste on my brush. I went ahead and did it twice because that's what I do in a 12-bar blues. I repeat the line. Repetition is a big part of blues music. And line 3, we have a couple new phrases that kind of wrap up the entire thought. They complete the thought, or the verse, if you will. I woke up this morning, put some toothpaste on my brush, got dressed and grabbed my coffee mug, left my house in such a rush. And what's interesting about this verse is the last word rhymes, or the last words rhyme with each other. And that's another characteristic of the blues verses. So, with this example, the examples that are provided above, go ahead and try and write your own song. Pick a line. Let's say, good old Johnny Blue Note. And you can do things like change the color of the font if you want. You can make it larger, I suppose. But as long as you work within your own personal little area here, within the horizontal lines, then you'll be fine. Sticking to the guidelines, of course, as described above. And we want to be respectful of other people's work because this is a shared document. All users have access to all of the content on this document, so we want to be respectful and not delete or change anybody else's work. And we'll be looking at this daily, and I'll of course be looking at it from home or wherever I am to make sure that, that you're not having any trouble or that I can offer you some feedback along the way. So I woke up this morning, Johnny Blue Note woke up, that is, and maybe he, I don't know, bumped his head and poked his eye. Terrible morning for Johnny, but that is the blues after all. So we're going to simply copy that and repeat it into line 2. Maybe we throw in a little something like a woo, little accent, a little blues flavor. But we're going to keep that structure, that form, where we have the repetition in lines 1 and 2. In line 3, I'm looking for 2 phrases to wrap up this complete thought. So there's a connection to maybe one of our language arts courses. A complete thought here in this one verse. We're telling a story as we go along. Woke up this morning, bumped his head. I woke up this morning. Thank you for pointing that out, students. Bumped my head, telling this in first person. Woke up this morning, bumped my head and poked my eye. Let's see. I shook my head in sorrow as my tried my best not to cry. Oh, that is a blues classic right there. If I say so myself, I'm going to change the color so that it's consistent. Look at that. Bam! 12-bar blues history. Oops. So there you go. It's as simple as that. That's all you're required to do for this assignment. What we'll do in class is probably perform them. We'll put a little blues style to it. I'll play some guitar, or we'll take some volunteers to perform the music, the accompaniment, and we'll see if we can have a blues concert in the classroom. So have fun. If you have any questions, you can actually type a message here. Help, I am lost. And I will try and do my best to point you in the right direction and offer you some assistance. So Google Docs, very powerful tool, and I hope you have fun with this project.